Hello, my name is Connor Harrington, and I will be talking about if assassinating a bad leader at any cost is a good idea. Because we all just want to go out and kill important people, right? But before we answer that question, we are going to be talking about the term bad. And because I run off of Hobbes' everyone is evil and only does it for self-advancement, we are instead going to be looking towards their acts to tell us whether someone is good or not. For example, Hitler, while not being assassinated himself, was very bad. And many people like to use the what-ifs questions that I completely detest too. What if he was assassinated? The answer is surprisingly no. Now some of you may say, but Connor, Hitler was one of the most evil men in the world who started the Holocaust. But with Himmler, he would have killed everyone who was not Aryan, which would have led to a much higher death toll than 40 million. Another leader who was assassinated and also wasn't worth it was another Holocaust orchestrator, Reinhard. Well, he was not as brutal as Hitler though, which made him much better towards the people. For example, while he was in control of the Czech area of Germany, after killing many of those Czechs, he proceeded to make the conditions there better. As soon as the conditions there got actually kind of good for the Czechs, better than it was before, 2 Czechs assassinated him. Not only did it cost the Czechs, those 2 Czechs, their lives, but it led to the Czechs getting a complete rebalance of what they had before, making it much worse. So it wasn't worth it for them. Now we are going to talk about a good leader who was assassinated, because we all just want to go out and stab good people. Franz Ferdinand was surprisingly worth it for the Serbs, because the people in the Balkans had been going through many wars that completely destroyed their lands between the Austro-Hungarians and the Ottomans, with the Balkans choosing whoever they wanted to at the time. Many of the lands became their vassals to a higher power, which made the people who were quite nationalists of their countries very unhappy. So Serbia, a warring kingdom at the time, decided it would want all the countries of the Balkans under one name. So a terrorist group supplied by the Serbs went out to kill Franz Ferdinand, which was quite worth it for the Balkans. And you might say, but Connor, this started one of the worst wars in history and even led into the Second World War, which is true. And the Serbs got exactly what they wanted, which was more land, more money, and a united Balkans. Which leads into the case that assassinating a bad leader, while not always being worth it, can be worth it. It just depends on who you are assassinating and at what time, because people can change